3D Tipek here, welcome in another video. In this video we're going to make a vase that holds water and it's waterproof. So let's dive into it. Let's dive into vase. Alright, so I got a vase here, just a simple I just made in Maker World, Make My Vase Studio, whatever. You're just gonna hit export after you make some and we're going to open it in Bambu Studio. Let's go. All right, here we are, and I got my settings prepared, and I'm gonna show you what I changed and why. All right, so first of all, you need to click on your Spiral Vase mode. So you need to enable this mode. What it will do is it will just make one continuous print without scarf, and it also have only one wall. So it will just print like here from the bottom, one continuous motion to the top and then the end. That's very important in these settings for the waterproof. We can also turn on the smooth spiral. It will just make a little bit better on these corners. That's what I think. I don't know exactly. All right, then we go into the quality. We got 0.4 layer height here. Sorry, 0.4 nozzle. So I put 0.25, that's the highest layer height I think for this nozzle. And also we will need to change this to PETG. I don't have the PETG now set up on my printer there, but imagine that here is PETG, alright? So we got a layer height on 28, then we go initial layer, that's the first layer, the density of the first layer. You can put a higher or lower number, you can really try. I tried with higher and it also worked, but I think that better it's going to be work with 0.3 or something like that, because it made a pretty thick density on the first layer, and that's what we need. So all right, so we're going to initial layer on 0.3, then we need other wall. If you know, you know. If you turn on the vase mode, spiral vase, so you get only one layer of the wall. The other wall is the settings for that one wall. So we need to change this to be a little bit thicker. So I will put like 0.6. I don't know if we can 0.7. It doesn't say nothing, so we should be able. So more thick is better. It will do the same. This is also almost the same as we got 0.35 two layers. If you calculate this like 0.35 by 2, it's 0.7. So we got the same outer wall thickness. So that's what we need to achieve. So let's just put it there, and we don't really have any other settings here. The strength wall loops is set at default by 1 when we enable this Pyro Vase, and then also this top shell is 0 to 0, and this is another important settings here. Bottom shell layers, we need a more bottom surfaces to be like, so we got the better chance that it will hold water on the surface, on the bottom surface. And spark density infill 0, that's set up by default. And the speed, most crucial things is speed. I will be recommended to print it very slow. You can put any number from 30 to 50, I will say, but what I tried is this 35, or it was 45 when I printed it, I think, and it worked just fine. So 35 should be great for this. And I set up it like this, like everywhere you get 35, and that should be it. I'm gonna hit slice and gonna show you. So it's also able to make some of the top details here. As you can see, it just made like some of the layers that go inside a little bit, and it looks really good. And this is the thickness or a wall. It look great. And also we can see the bottom shell layers. We should have like 6 there, I think. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then start to print the wall. So that should be good for this. And one more important thing that I forgot is when you got here a PETG, go into filament settings and change the flow ratio to 0 to 1.02. That's what I would use, or maybe 1 to 1, only maybe 1. You can really experiment with this, and what will this do, that it pushes like more filament in, so it will fill the gaps. And also I don't know if we can, yeah, we can maybe turn on this also, so it will help fill a little bit more gaps. So all right, that's the settings that should be good. And I also got here the video what I made about this, and this is how it looked like when it was printed. And I also tested it on the water right after printing, and it was great. It holds the water great. I also tested it on some paper tissues, and it was great. And one more additional tip: if you don't have your printed, if you just printed it and you don't still have waterproof model, you can use this like clear spray paint that goes into the model and outside of the model like this, and you can make, like, I will say, any model waterproof. So that's it for this video, and thank you for watching. If you are new, don't forget to subscribe, or maybe like, or maybe comment me something. If you want to print my models, you will find them on my Maker World link on the bio. Also, if you want to learn something about 3D print, or want to learn to do some of the models, you will also find it there on my Patreon. And you can also join my free Patreon, where I'm posting my daily stuffs. All right, that was it for this video, and see you in next one. Bye.